Right, we go back again with another video, and I'm heading off down Easett and Colby beach banks to get that bit quality exercise in. And of course we'll chat all things Sunderland, a few things on the agenda today. Oh, love this, me, I absolutely love it. My old stomping ground, born and bred. Yes, it's Terry Two Hats today, and a finger in my finger so I can use me phone when I stop, having to take off my gloves. That's what tricks of the trade. 5 fingers in that one. Well, 4 fingers in the thumb and 4 there's one missing anyway. Well, I don't even know why I'm talking about that. But yes, Jack Clarke does have contract talks. He's having contract talks, but they've stalled. There's an impasse, as they say. An impasse. They've stalled. Lots of clubs want Jack Clarke, including clubs apparently from abroad, like France and Germany. Premiership clubs. I know he's happy at Sunderland and he wants to stay at Sunderland until, I would have thought, the summer. But with only 2.5 years of his contract left, of his 4 original, when he signed a contract in 2022, he's performing brilliantly. Out of the 70-odd games he's played, he's created and scored, a total together of about 30-odd goals as well. So he's our main asset. He's our main threat in front of goal. So we must hang on to him. If we lose Jack Clarke in this window, we can kiss goodbye any chance of the playoffs. There's that pram. The cliffs. Slowly. I'm a road from here. Edge just there. Lots of cliffs have fell in along there. There's the sea, and the stormy weather takes its toll. I love these conditions, easy to run on, good for your feet, no mud. Bitterly cold, bitterly cold. Oh, there's more cliffs felt a bit over here as well. Wow, I'll show you these now. But yes, Sunderland have the 4th or 5th, sort of cheapest wage structure in the Championship. Jack Clarke is the highest paid earner at Sunderland, about £16,500, and there's a discrepancy to do with the sell-on clause as well, because I think we want to have a bigger sell-on clause in the contract for when Jack Clarke moves on one day. Flipping hell, look at the cliffs here. Jesus, look at that. They've all just sank down and collapsed. So, talks have broken down, I think, with Speakman and the representative. Now, is it Ian Hart who's the representative of Jack Clarke? Jack Clarke's, I don't know. Wow. Yeah, it's definitely sinking down here. This used to go right out one time over. As you can see, it's a lot more collapsed. And eventually this path will be no longer passable, I would have thought. There we go, it's just collapsed in just recently, that. All that. Last time I came here, all that was up here. You could walk over the top of there. Gone. Tremendous. Oh. Yes, so Jack Clarke's agent, I can't even think, I'm not cold. My nose is running like a tap. Jack Clarke's agent and KLD talks have broken down. Sunderland, I'm led to believe, I don't know if it's true, led to believe they want a bigger sell-on clause in the future. There's no sell-on clause apparently, I've heard, in his contract at this moment in time, but Sunderland want to have one in the contract in the future in case he's worth more in the next sale. But he's still a Sunderland player and he's got 2.5 years on the contract, so we're in a strong position at Sunderland. But if big offers come in, I can imagine, will they reject big offers? That's the thing. Lots of clubs, like West Ham, I've even heard Anthony Patterson's wanting to buy Liverpool. So watch that space. If we don't get promoted this season, the big worry is for me is that we're going to lose good players. We are going to lose some good players, and we're going back to square one. If we're just going to be one of these clubs that are going to buy players, sell them up, sell them on, we're back to square one. We're always going to be in the Championship. We're never going to progress any higher. So we've got to retain some of these players. And if we actually sell, you know, a player for a lot of money, we've got to reinvest that money. So the question I'm going to ask you is, how much extra money do we offer Jack Clarke to stay? How much more money do we offer Jack Clarke to stay? He's on 16 grand right now a week. How much more do we offer him to stay at the club? We've got to sort this out. We can't afford to lose Jack Clarke. He's got to stay at the club until the summertime. Has to. Unless we have no ambition to get promoted. Now, one of the questions I want to ask in that meeting, well, I'm not going to ask, but one question I want to know, if I want someone to ask in the meeting, I think it's with the Red and White Army, is where is the Ross Stewart money at? Are we going to use that Ross Stewart money to invest in more players in this transfer window? We need to strengthen this squad. We can see clearly, you know, it's not rocket science. We're so close, you know, of being able to really push for the top six. We've got to invest. Look at this, man, tremendous. I'm right on the edge of the cliff here now. Please, there's no wind. So that's just going to slide off any time now. Look at that. It's going to slide off there. You can see it. Ready to give way. Lovely beach banks. I love this beach, this walk, this run. Absolutely amazing. Tremendous. There's one guy down there fishing. That's where I was standing on the edge over there. The guy's packing and fishing now. We cannot compete with Premier League clubs for wages, we know that. But surely, if we're the 4th or 5th cheapest team in the Championship, we can change our structure. We're bringing in 40,000 fans every fucking home game, and we're paying the 4th or 5th lowest wages in the Championship. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong in the comments down below. It's just what I've read. I don't know from any kind of source about that. It's just what I've read. You know, if I ever say anything wrong when I'm talking, if I get it completely wrong at the ballpark, let me know in the comments down below. Some fantastic comments to my video yesterday. So thank you to everybody. You know, thank you to everybody. There's a guy who left a comment on my last video. I pinned it. Have a read of that and see if you can help him out with the answers. Because it's a very interesting question, and I'd like to know that as well. Somebody could ask that in the meeting with the likes of, you know, KLD on Thursday and the Red and White Army group. There's lots of questions got to be asked. You know, what's going on with the whole shenanigans with that Black Cats bar situation and the away fans? You know, we want some sort of really some proper answer. Who decided? Who said that was okay to do? We don't want to go on about it too long. Just 1 or 2 questions, because that's always going to be a laughing point from the Newcastle side of things. So we want concrete answers, and we want to move forward so it never happens again. And someone who decided to do that is clearly stupid and need disciplining. Whether that's, I don't know. I don't know the answer to it. End of the day, they clearly don't know the club. They clearly don't know the history, and they clearly don't know the fan base. Whoever decided that was okay to do. So, you know, get rid, get somebody else in. Get back to me running ways again. My snotty nose. There's lots of questions got to be asked to KLD. What is his plans? How far down the line of this 5-year adventure is he? If we're ahead of the game, why don't we go for it this season? Does he want to bring any players in? You know, sorting out outside of the football, you know, sorting out the ticket office shenanigans. There's all sorts of situations that need sorting out. Heading down towards the viaduct now. Over the other side be Hawthorne. Here's the viaduct. Shit, this is icy down here. Whack! Whew. Stop there for a second because it's too slippy. We have the viaduct up front. And you can go down to the beach down there. It's been a while since I've been down the beach down there, to be fair. I'll show you. Might be a good idea to go down actually. A run down, a run up could be good for my strength work. I might do that. Better put my phone away first though. That isn't the way down. That's the dodgy way down. I'll just show you the viaducts. Really good woods round here as well. Hawthorne woods. Absolutely class. And when we're going to start change this model, stop buying little bits of kids in, bring some more experienced players in, even a couple of years younger with a little bit more experience, not just these raw, you know, Hamia, no experience whatsoever. Mienda, no experience whatsoever. So yeah, I think we do need to give Jack Clarke a pay rise. Clearly, if he's in negotiations, he wants a pay rise. Get on these steps. I'm going to show you some icicles down here. Clearly he wants a pay rise. Get on these stepperoonies. And we're all up there to Hawthorne. What we'll do is we'll get down towards the stream and we'll head down towards the beach instead. Don't know what's over here though. It looks a bit slippy on the edge of a cliff here. Oh wow. Oh, what's this? Oh, we have some going up there. Icicles. Got a bit of a cave here. Never been here before. Somebody's seat there. A bag from Aldi. Fire. Wood. No way down that way. Probably have to go back the way I came, I think. Look at the risk. Cans of alcohol. Young'uns coming down probably after the weekends and making a camp and having a few beers, as we all did as kids, I think. Put it off for a walk. Oh. Head back up this way. So yes, we need to buy a striker, or at least give Rushin. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Why bench Rushin when he could be the answer up front? He could have scored against Ipswich, and then he could score the weekend, and then people would be getting off your back and thinking, we don't need a striker, we don't need a striker, we've got one who's scoring goals. But you don't play him. I want to know why Tony Mowbray was sacked. That's what I want to know. I want to know the reasons why Tony Mowbray was sacked to bring in Michael Beale, sorry. What is the reason behind that? Is that an experienced manager, lots of knowledge, and you bring someone like Michael Beale in instead? That just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't sit right with me. If you brought somebody in, you know, a good young coach from abroad possibly, or whatever, but to bring an unknown in baffles the life out of me. These are the questions. I mean, I'm not the cleverest bloke in the world. I'm not very intelligent. But I can fire off a few questions and see what answers they come out with. We need to invest. We need someone who's going to invest in this club and not just try to make a profit. A billionaire trying to make a profit of a few thousand off our club. I don't understand it. We need someone to invest in this club. Yes, make it sustainable, but at the same time, any monies we get off sales, stick 3/4 of it back in, invest in more players. Don't just try to make a profit and keep it afloat. Try to grow it. Pardon the pun. If we sell Jack Clarke in this transfer window this season, playoffs be a bridge too far. It will be. We'll never get to the playoffs without Jack Clarke, I'm telling you now, because I know fine well they will not invest all of that money. Like I say, I'm just waffling on here, just waffling on. You asked me questions. Come on, leave questions down below in the comment section. What should Red and White Army representatives, who are probably clever, intelligent people, what should they ask? What should they ask KLD on Thursday? Put the questions, fire them down below, come on. I think also James Copley, yes? I'm not quite... Also James Copley, yes, James Copley on Twitter is asking the same thing. Leave him, go on Twitter or X, and leave him a question somebody should ask KLD. There's lots of things we could be asking. Lots of fans are going against, you know, KLD because of obviously the Black Cats bar and also the Michael Beale situation. I don't see what he brings. He doesn't bring anything more than what Tony Mowbray did, which that's why I want to know why Tony Mowbray was sacked. What was the reason behind it? Oh, I do apologise if I've made no sense tonight. I feel a bit all discombobulated at the moment. Like I need some food inside it. Probably a nice dinner or something. I'm almost at the end of my run now though. But yeah, we've got to keep Jack Clarke. We've got to invest in players in this transfer window. And if the Ross Stewart money has gone on the upkeeping of the Stadium of Light, just means KLD's a bit of a stinge flint or just a greedy bastard. But, you know, if the money from Ross Stewart has gone on the upkeeping of the leaky seat, the leaky roof, or updating the stadium in some way, solving the problems with the ticket fiascos we've been having of late, the ticket office, you know, the club shop, other things away from the field, then I can kind of, you know, half understand. But at the same time, you're a fucking billionaire. Allegedly. At least your mother is anyway. If I was a billionaire, fuck me. The amount of money I'd plough into this club, if I was a billionaire, I would love it, I really would. You don't even need that much money. Of course you don't go stupid, but you keep it within the fair play rule of you know, the league setup. But at the same time, you don't spend zero. Do you know what it is? I think sometimes, I keep wanting to call him Stuart Donald, KLD, Kirill, Louis-Dreyfus. I think sometimes these meetings with Kirill, Louis-Dreyfus are a bit of a moo point because absolutely nothing comes out of them. Nothing happens. They'll just... I want to know the finances. Do you want to know the finances? Because I want to know the finances at the club. I want to know, you know, how much money we either earning or losing in a season. Yes, you know, a bit like talking to KLD on Thursday night. You get no answers probably. Let's hope we get more answers of KLD. We did a few today. What's your thoughts on that? Exactly. Sorry, I'm losing the plot. Right. Anyway, thanks for watching this video out and about with me now. We'll go back to the bedroom again, where I'll read through a statement from the Sunderland Echo to do with the whole Jack Clarke situation. And we'll have a quick catch up and a chat when I'm feeling a bit warmer and I haven't got Terry 2 coats on and Terry 2 hats on. I've even got Terry 2 pants on. I've got my leggings underneath my trousers, 2 layers of clothes, and I've got 2 jumpers on. So, yeah, I'm nice and warm, apart from my finger. I hope Like I said before, we don't lose Jack Clarke. This is normally a fucking bog down here. Now it's just like it's been churned over. Not good for the ankles. You gotta run flat-footed, undulating surface, flat-footed. That way you don't go over your ankle. Just keep it going up the hill. Heading towards where the old pit shaft used to be. Lovely night. Sun's going down. Anybody seen my videos before? I've been here before, as you know by the artwork. Never been able to see over the railway line though. Have a look. One last hill to climb, and it's all downhill. There's the old pit shaft. He's in Codry Pit. Just been talking to myself. It helps if I press record. If you've gotten this far so far in the video and you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. Be much appreciated. I only want 35 more subscribers for 18,000 subscribers. 35 more people. Give us a thumbs up. And thank you, you legends, for watching the channel anyway. Cheers. Let's go. Hope I don't fall over here because it's very slippy going down this bit. If it is a slippy bit of area, just weave diagonally, don't go straight. That way you get better grip. I'm okay now. Right, I'll switch it off now and I'll see you back in the bedroom. Cheeks have cooled down a little bit, or warmed up should we say, yes, warmed up a little bit. Bloody freezing down there. On the way home I thought I'd pop in my mum's because she lives in Easton, and I thought, yeah, I'd say hello. Popped in, quick chat. Do you want a cup of tea, son? No, I'm fine. Do you want a can? I'm like, no, mum, I'm driving. Oh, take one home with you. And then she twisted me arm behind me back, and it was rude to say no, so what the hell, I thought I'd have a quick can. After I've drove, now. Cheers. Anyway, so on the Sunday League website, Jack Clarke. Now, we don't want to be a selling club. 2 weeks into the transfer window, we can't afford to sell Jack Clarke now. If we're going to sell Jack Clarke in the summer window. Not now. We can't replace him now. It's impossible to replace Jack Clarke now, I think. Sunderland contract talks with the star man Jack Clarke remain at an impasse amid transfer speculation this window. Clarke has signed a 4-year deal back in 2022 following a successful stint, which means the attacker has 2.5 years on his contract left, which the Black Cats have some security. They can't just go for zero. However, the players' stellar performances this season and last have pushed a talk to a new contract higher up the agenda and created transfer interest from Premier League clubs. Teams in Europe, West Ham, have been heavily linked with a move, and also Burnley rejected bids last transfer window. There is also understood to be interest from Clarke from France, Germany and other Premier League teams. Despite this, it is expected that Jack Clarke will stay in the transfer. He will stay. Hopefully he'll stay. But Sunderland are in a strong contractual position. It is a possibility, though, that a big money club could force Sunderland's hand during the current window, though the scenario would be extremely hard to justify given Sunderland's over-reliance on Clarke's goals this season to take the winger out of Michael Beale's team. It would be an absolute suicide to this season to do such a thing. The Echo understands Sunderland and Clarke remain in some way off in their negotiations in terms of the player's weekly wage. 16 grand is at the moment. 16 grand. Which was always likely to be the case once top teams, started showing interest. It is cold hard fact. It's a cold hard fact. We cannot compete, with Premier League teams right now. Sources have also said that Clarke is happy to stay at Sunderland. He's enjoying his football at Sunderland. He is. Like I said before, best player at the club, star man. It's a great feeling. So, the player is not forcing a move. Jack Clarke doesn't want to force a move. But the flip side of the coin is that Sunderland are highly unlikely to up his wage given their present structure, which means we'll probably lose him. We've got to make sure, you've got to reward players, and if he is the best player and he wants to leave, then what is a little bit of a pay rise? We've got to break our pay structure. If are we really 4th, 5th off bottom in that league? Are teams like Swansea and Co and above us are paying more money to their players than us, and we have the biggest crowd in the whole of the league. It's beggars belief, doesn't it? I can't get my head around it. At present, actually, Sunderland and Clarke's representatives are also some way apart when it comes to the buyout clause, which have become commonplace in modern football contract negotiations. Sunderland would prefer the buyout clause to be higher, whereas Clarke's camp would the fee to be slightly lower. So his agent, I think it's Hart. At present, it's understand that there is no buyout clause active in Clarke's current contract. So there we go. You know, he's played 74 league games, and he's produced 36 goals. Whether that's assists or whether that's goals itself, it's really good. It is really good. The Echo understands that the relationship between Sunderland's sporting director Christian Speakman and Clarke's camp remains cordial and is by no means damaged beyond repair. So there's something not right there. Speakman has a lot to say at this fucking club. He does. My fucking hate him. Pardon me French, he really does. But there we go. We cannot, we've already gotten shot of Tony Mowbray sacked for having a piece for speaking his mind. And now, like I said before, we're going to have this meeting. Well, I'm not, but we're going to have some representatives at this meeting to speak. Do you really think KLD is going to tell us what's going on at the club? And what, I want to know, Tony, why was he sacked? What was the point of bringing Michael Bailey after 10 days gap? So obviously he wasn't your first choice. That's bollocks. Are we going to bring some players in the transfer window? Are we going to bring quality players in? Are we just keep on buying bits of kids all the time? If we are on this progression up the ladder from one year to 5 year, this 5-year plan, where are we on it? It isn't the time now. We've got to change the plan to get to the promised land. If the Premier League's here, the League One was here, and we're in the middle now, we kind of keep on going on the same level with wages. We've got to up these wages and bring in better quality players to get that next level. That's my thoughts. Obviously, there'll be all the black cast shenanigans going on, but also I want to know about what we're going to do with other things. The mess off the pitch, the mess with the ticket office. I've been to it. We know. Let me know your thoughts down below. Hope you've enjoyed this quick video tonight. Well, it might not be quick, but it is quick. Right now in my bedroom. Got me tea in the oven. Take care. God bless me. God go with you. I need another 33 more subscribers, please, to reach 18k. Thank you. Enjoy your night. Hopefully tomorrow I'll come up with a preview for the whole game. See you later. Take care. God bless me. God go with you. We better not sell Jack Clarke. We've got to enhance the squad, not decrease the squad. Make this squad stronger. I'm going to go downstairs. See you later.